Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Sharon. Please like this content, share, and subscribe to my channel. As of March 2024, former US President Donald Trump is a billionaire by net worth. But exactly how much wealth does he own? And does he, as some media reports claim, exaggerate his wealth? Early last month, Bloomberg published a report saying that Trump witnessed a remarkable rise in his fortune, which has helped him secure a place among the 500 richest people on the Bloomberg Billionaires Index, in the world. According to the report, Donald Trump effectively tripled his net worth thanks primarily to his social media company, Trump Media and Technology Group, which owns the social media platform Truth Social. The news came at a time when Trump was given a reprieve by a state appeals court in a New York fraud lawsuit. Initially, Trump was to pay over 500 million USD as a bond in the lawsuit, but the court reduced the amount to 175 million USD. Trump said he would pay the amount in bond, equivalent securities, or cash. Meanwhile, Trump clinched the Republican presidential nomination on 12 March 2024. The formal acceptance of the nomination is set for July, meaning that Trump will then officially become the Republican contender in the U.S. presidential race against probable Democratic first and current U.S. President Joe Biden. The Republican leader had on 15 November 2022 announced that he would contest the U.S. presidential elections in 2024. Reacting to it, Biden wrote on Twitter, which is now X, that Trump failed the United States. Since then, Trump's detractors turned the lens to his brand of confrontational politics, his universally criticized actions during his presidency, and his vast fortune, which continues to face legal problems. Personally, Trump is facing a series of major investigations. Among the most crucial is a Department of Justice probe into the alleged improper handing of top-secret government documents after he left the White House. In a raid on his beachside property at Mar-a-Lago, Florida in August 2022, authorities found 11,000 documents. He is accused of storing classified materials, including U.S. nuclear plans, in his bathroom and ballroom. In June 2023, he was charged with 37 felony counts in connection to the files and thus became the first person in U.S. presidential history to face indictment a second time. Trump appeared before a magistrate judge in Florida on 13 June 2023 and pleaded not guilty to all charges. The case is on and he went to trial in May 2024. In a different decision which also underlined the deeply polarized nature of U.S. politics, the Colorado Supreme Court in 19 December 2023 removed Trump from the state's 2024 ballot on the grounds that he isn't an eligible presidential candidate because of the 14th Amendment insurrectionist ban. The decision led to a major controversy as supporters of Trump claimed election interference by the Democratic Party and its supporting institutions. The Supreme Court of the United States overturned Colorado's decision in early March 2024, restoring Trump's name to the Colorado ballot. Though Trump is seemingly in the driver's seat of the Republican Party, his troubles are far from over. According to a 24 March 2024 report by Rolling Stone, Joe Biden and his inner circle have been drawing up meticulous plans and creating a large legal network focused on wargaming a close re-election finish, in which the former president and Republican Party launched a scorched-earth, big life-fueled crusade. Effectively, as the report underlined, Biden is building a superstructure to prevent Trump from stealing the election. With the former U.S. president consistently hogging the limelight, we take a look at his net worth and how he spent his millions. On the 26th March 2024, Bloomberg report revealed that Trump has a net worth of 6.4 billion USD. The figure marks an increase of over 4 billion USD to Trump's net worth, which previously was only around 2 billion USD. The report said that the chief reason behind the massive rise in his net worth is because his social media company Trump Media and Technology Group wrapped up a 29-month long merge process with Digital World Acquisition Corp., whose shares closed at USD 49.95 on 25th March 2024, up to about 185% since the start of the year. Trump's 58% stake in the company was valued by 3.9 billion USD at the time. His new net worth has helped Trump enter into 500 named Bloomberg Billionaire Index. As of 27 March 2024, Trump is the 377th richest person in the world, with a real-time net worth of 7.16 billion USD. Chinese investor Zhang Li was placed 500th with a net worth of 5.77 billion USD. LVMH CEO Bernard Arnault, Amazon founder Jeff Bezos, and Tesla CEO Elon Musk occupied the top 3 places in that order. Bloomberg LP owner Michael Bloomberg, the former mayor of New York City and 2020 Democratic Party presidential candidate, who has a net worth of over 106 billion USD according to Forbes, is not on the list due to the editorial policy of the media entity, which does not cover itself. Besides Bloomberg, an estimate of Donald Trump's net worth comes from Forbes. In September 2022, Forbes calculated the expensive things that the Republican leader possesses, their actual real estate value, and their debt they carry to peg Donald Trump's actual net worth to 3.2 billion USD. But by April 2023, Donald Trump's net worth toppled 2.5 billion USD. This was, as Forbes reported, because of the failure of his business Truth Social. Nevertheless, before the merger of Trump's media, the largest share of his wealth pie comprised his real estate, including luxury hotels in New York City. The total value of these properties was estimated at 880 million USD, combined with his 290 USD million worth of real estate outside New York City and his USD 740 million worth of golf clubs and resorts. The biggest chunk of Trump's properties empire is composed of land and buildings. Donald Trump's net worth in 2024 also includes his brand businesses. He also reportedly has cash and personal assets worth 500 million USD. However, several of his properties are at the center of lawsuit brought by New York Attorney General Letitia James in September 2022. Trump has been accused by James, who is also a Democratic Party member, of committing financial fraud. This is the case in which Trump was required to post 500 USD million as bond before the amount was reduced. According to reports, the Attorney General filed the 250 million USD civil lawsuit to prevent former President Trump and his children, Donald Jr., Eric and Ivanka Trump, from running companies, buying or selling properties, or taking loans for 5 years in the state of New York. Trump's tax returns are also under scrutiny. The House Ways and Means Committee wants to get their hand on Trump's federal income tax returns from the IRS, a move approved a lower court but temporarily blocked by the U.S. Supreme Court. Now here's everything that Donald Trump owns. Donald Trump owns a 1290 Avenue of the Americas. According to Forbes, Trump's own a 30% stake in office and retail in the 43-story building. Its net worth value is 348 million USD, coupled with a debt of 950 USD million. The total value of Trump's ownership rises to 2.1 billion USD. Designed by the Emery Roth and Son, the building was constructed in 1964. Moed de Armas and Shannon restored it in 2013. The building, which has an all-white marble enclosed lobby, is located at the center of Manhattan Borough in New York City, between the 51st and the 52nd Street, occupying the entire block. Central Park and the rest of the city's skyline are visible from the upper level of the building. According to Forbes, Trump has no control over the building and it is overseen by Vornado Realty Trust CEO Stephen Roth, who was on Trump's Economic Advisory Council for his 2016 presidential campaign. Number 2, Trump's own Trump's Tower. The Trump's organization, the real estate company that oversees all the assets of the Trump's family, has its headquarters in the Trump's Tower, which is the most famous of all Donald Trump's properties and the one that is most closely identified with the former U.S. president. It was, after all, the first building in Trump's portfolio to be named after him. The Trump Tower was designed in 1983 by illustrious architect Dick Scott and opened in 1985. It is today one of New York City's most recognizable landmarks. landmark. Rising 68 floors over Fifth Avenue in Manhattan, it was once the tallest glass structure in the borough. The building has 263 residences besides shopping spaces. Trump is himself a resident in the building. His Trump Tower penthouse, measuring around 1,022 square meters, is worth 51 million USD. He also owns the office and retail spaces whose total value has been estimated at 207 million USD, including the 107 million debt USD. One of its other most famous residents is footballer Cristiano Ronaldo. Among the few active billionaires athletes in the world, the Portugal and Manchester United forward is a luxurious condominium in the building. Among the most famous tenants at the Trump Tower is Gucci, whose flagship store is located at the corner of the building on the ground floor of the Fifth Avenue. Views of the Central Park, Midtown Manhattan and downtown Manhattan are visible from the upper level. Tenants, residents and guests can use Trump Grill, Trump's Cafe and Trump Bar here. Along the building's eastern wall is a 60-foot waterfall. Number 3 is Trump Park Avenue. Constructed in the 1920s, the building was formerly known as Hotel del Monico. It is located in Manhattan's Upper East Side of the corner of Park Avenue and 59th Street. There are over 120 luxury condominiums in the building. Its interiors are done with marble finishes, polished hardwood, and Italian features. Trump owns 17 condominiums and are part of the retail on Trump's Park Avenue. As per Forbes, the total value comes to 115 million USD and has no debt. Trump also sold a penthouse in the building for 15.9 million USD in 2015. Another one of Trump's assets is 6th East 57th Street. The building is located next to Trump's Tower and is known for housing some of the world's famous brands. According to Forbes, Trump pressured a man named Leonard Candle to grant an 100-year lease East 57th Street when he was constructing Trump Tower. The lease expires in 2079. The 8-story building spans 1,038 square meters and was once famous for having Nike as its tenant. The athletic lifestyle brand, particularly known for its shoes, arrived at 6th East 57th Street in 1995 and remained there until 2018. Tiffany & Company is currently the most famous tenant at the site. The luxury jeweler opened the Tiffany flagship next door in 2020 after acquiring the space occupied by Nike on the sublease. They plan to remain at the site for a temporary period of around 2 years until its relocation to 727th Avenue. However, as of November 2022, the store was still at 6th East 57th Street. According to Forbes, the leasehold on the retail that Trump owns has a net value of 133 million USD. Another one of his assets is Trump Park and Trump Park East. Trump Park and Trump East are two adjoining buildings which were bought by Donald Trump in 1981. Trump owns 12 condos, the garage, and part of the retail portion of the property. Forbes estimate the net worth value to 44 million USD. The new classic Art Deco Trump Park building is the larger of the two. It was originally built as the Barbizon Plaza Hotel before World War II and is located directly across the street from Central Park. The building's 38-story house 340 luxury residences. The Trump Park East, on the other hand, was built as a pre-World War II luxury residential complex. Today it has 75 luxury residences where high beam ceilings, herringbone wood floors, and wood-burning fireplaces continue to evoke the time gone. There are only between 2 and 5 residences on any of the 14-story of the building, which is located across the street from the Central Park. During his presidency, Trump sold 3 condos in Trump Park East for 7.5 million USD. Forbes say that all 3 buyers were anonymous shell companies. Another one is Trump World Tower. The Trump World Tower is a prime residential building adjacent to the United Nations headquarters. The building stands out in the New York City skyline with its distinctive black appearance due to the color of its curtain wall facade. A porte-cochere entryway leads to a 2-story marble lobby. Built in 2001, the 7th floor building was advertised as the world's tallest residential building until the 21st Century Tower in Dubai overtook the title 2 years later. The building was awarded the Best Residential Project of the World by the International Real Estate Federation in 2003. Trumps owned the commercial section of the garage and part of the residential property worth a net value of 30 million USD. Another one of Trump's assets is Trum Plaza. Trump's 880 million USD net worth from his New York properties includes the 10 million USD net worth value of the leasehold on retail, a garage and a portion of residential he has at Trum Plaza. Forbes reports that Trump campaign paid rent for occupying a section. The Trum Plaza connected to Donald Trump is located near 3rd Avenue in New York City. It is close to what is known as the Museum Mile, which is the avenue of which some of the world's most famous museums, including Metropolitan Museum of Art, are located. Built in 1984, the building has 38 floors with 170 units. Midtown Manhattan, Lower Manhattan, and East River are visible from the building, whose apartments have balconies and units have large windows and high ceilings. The 52-story building is located at the corner of Central Park West and Central Park South next to Columbus Circle. Trump owns the retail, a garage, and part of the residential section of the property, amounting to a net value of 6 million USD. This includes a debt of 6 million USD, bringing the total value to 12 million USD. The building was originally general. Another one of Trump's assets is Trump International Hotel and Tower. The 52-story building is located at the corner of Central Park West and Central Park South next to Columbus Circle. Trump owns the retail, a garage, and part of the residential section of the property, amounting to a net worth of 6 million USD. This excludes a debt of 6 million USD, bringing a total value to 12 million USD. The building was originally General Electric Gulf and Western building before Trump had it converted into a mixed-use hotel and residential in the 1990s. A private entrance on Central Park West leads to the residences, which occupy floors starting from 23rd through 22nd ground. Another of Trump's assets is 40 Wall Street. A pyramid with a spire at the top makes 40 Wall Street one of the most distinguishable landmarks of the New York City. The pyramid was originally covered with lead-coated copper and now has a turquoise color. Constructed in 1930s, the 72-story structure once had a distinction of being the tallest building in the world. The building was originally named Manhattan Company Building. It is located in the city's financial district, a stone's throw away from the New York Stock Exchange. Ferdinand Marcos, the former dictator of the Philippines, owned the building in the 1980s. Following a troubled period of acquisition, it eventually landed in the hands of Donald Trump in 1995, who invested over 200 million USD in restorations. The New York City Landmarks Preservation Committee designated the building as a landmark in 1998. Trump's leasehold, the property which is also known as Trump's building, will expire in 2059. The net value of his investment as per Forbes is 81 million USD. Combined with the debt of 130 million, the total value of the property comes to 211 million USD. Another one of Trump's assets is Seven Springs. Seven Springs is the name of a palatial mansion in Bedford, in the state of New York. The mansion is located on the property that is around 1 square kilometer in area and straddles the town of Bedford. And Seven Springs is the name of a palatial mansion in Bedford in the state of New York. The mansion is located on a property that is around 1 square kilometer in area and straddles the towns of Bedford, and Chappaqua in Westchester County. Trump bought the property in 1996 for 7.5 million USD. The entire Seven Springs property was valued at 56.5 million USD as of December 2015. However, according to the Associated Press, local government assessors say that the estate was worth 20 million USD. As per Forbes, Seven Springs is worth 30 million USD, including a debt of 6 million USD as per September 2022. This means that its net worth comes down to 24 million USD. The mansion itself measures 4,645 square meters in area. It was originally built by Federal Reserve Chairman and the first World Bank President Eugene Meyer in 1919. Meyer was also a publisher of the Washington Post and the father of the actress Katharine Graham, who led the publication to its glory. Forbes reported in 2014 that the house has 60 rooms, 15 bedrooms, 3 pools, including an Italian white marble indoor pool and 2 servant wings. At the time, there was also with stables and a bowling alley. The massive property has also had a hiking trail. The mansion is one of Trump's properties that is under the civil inquiry initiated by James. It is also subject to a criminal investigation initiated by Manhattan District Attorney Cyrus Vance Jr. Besides the mansion, the property also has 119 mansion named Nonsuch. The Tudor-style home was constructed by Heinz ketchup founder H.J. Heinz. Another one of his assets is 555 California Street. Located in San Francisco, California, the building is one of Trump's few real estate properties outside the New York. Trump owned 30% of the 3-building complex, amounting to a net value of 231 million USD. Trump and his partner Ronaldo Realty Trust made 600 million USD when JP Morgan Chase and Company agreed to loan 1.2 billion USD against a mortgage of 553 million USD on the property. Forbes estimates that it contributes a net value of 231 million USD to Trump's net worth. The tower is 52-story tall and was originally built in 1969. It was formerly known as Bank of America Tower. It has been one of the most popular filming locations in the city. The iconic opening scene of Dirty Harry in 1971 was shot on its roof, and Towering Inferno in 1974 featured its exterior, entrance, and lobby. Another one of Trump's assets is Trump's International Hotel Las Vegas. It is one of the greatest signs at all times. Trump described the building in 2011 as per Los Angeles Times. "We got it built, it's doing great, and we are very proud of it," he added while addressing Republican supporters. The 64-story building is located in Las Vegas Boulevard and is particularly known for its 24-karat gold-infused glass, which gives the building its distinctive golden appearance. It was conceived in 2008 as a high-end hotel condominium development, but without a casino. As per Los Angeles Times, the construction of the building did not help Trump despite his claim of success. Trump has performed on 50% of the hotel and condos in the building. The net value of this comes to 61 million USD without debt. The building was very active during the Trump presidency, as he reportedly sold dozens of its units while in the office. Another one is Trump's International Hotel and Tower, Chicago. The 92-story building in Chicago rises about Michigan Avenue and the River Chicago overlooking Lake Chicago. Completed in 2008, the glass building became the tallest residential building in the world until Burj Khalifa overtook it. There was 339 5-star guest rooms and hotel condominium across 11 floors from the 17th to the 27th. There are more residential condos, including 5-bedroom penthouses starting from the 29th floor to the 89th. The building has a 22.8-meter indoor pool and a spa measuring 2,136 square meters. Prominent restaurants are also located in the building. Trump owns retail space as part of the residential and parking at the Chicago property. Going by Forbes estimates, it is his only property with a negative net value of 30 million USD. Its net operating income dropped from 17 million USD to 2 million USD in 3 years from 2015 to 2018 as per Washington Post. And now it has a massive debt of 95 million USD. Another one is Trump Winery. Other than the building, Trump also owns a winery at Charlottesville, Virginia, whose net value is 30 million USD. The ideally located winery vineyard is Virginia's largest and is located in the foothills of the Blue Ridge Mountains along the Monticello wine train. A 2,415 square meter Georgian-style mansion named Albemarle Estate is located on the property. Like many of Trump's properties, the place can be booked for a stay. The net value of the winery is estimated at 30 million USD. Another one is land and house outside New York. Trump owns multiple extravagant homes and plots outside of the state of New York. Among this is a house in Terrace Besses on the French island of Saint Martin, known as Chateau de Palmares. The beachfront house was bought in 2013 by Trump for an undisclosed sum. It has a villa with 6 bedrooms on the ocean side, overlooking the white sandy beach of Plum Bay. There is another villa with 4 bedrooms towards the garden side of Chateau. The full-service private resort has a tennis court, spa, and other luxury amenities. Trump aimed to sell the property in 2017 for 28 million USD, but lack of interest led to its price getting lowered to 16.9 million USD. It remains on the market. Forbes has valued it at an even lower price of 11 million USD without no debt. The former American president also owns 3 houses in Palm Beach, Florida, USA. He bought one of these properties in 2018 while he was in office. It is a mansion worth 19 million USD across Mar-a-Lago. The net value of the properties comes to 69 million USD, excluding debt of around 10 million USD. Trump also owns 2 houses in Virginia next to one of his golf clubs. These homes are valued at 2 million USD, according to Forbes. He also holds residential plots worth 55 million USD without debts at Rancho Palos, Versailles, California. Another one of his assets is golf clubs and resorts. One of Trump's largest holdings is composed of golf clubs and resorts. As per Forbes, Trump owns 10 golf courses in 6 U.S. states. The total net value of these properties comes to 226 USD million. None has any debt on them. Trump's fascination with golf doesn't end within the American borders. He also has 2 golf resorts in Scotland and another in Ireland. As per the Trump's organization, the property suffered a loss of around 100 million USD. Forbes estimates that the debt-free properties have a net value of 87 million USD. The 42 million USD Trump National Doral Miami Resort is another property that contributes to his net worth. Trump refinanced a debt of 125 million USD into the property in May 2022 and to cover losses due to the pandemic. This has brought the total value to 167 million USD. Mar-a-Lago. The Federal Bureau of Investigation raided Mar-a-Lago Spanish for Sea2 Lake in August 2022. Confirming the raid of his beautiful home, Trump said in the statement that this unannounced raid of my home was not necessary or appropriate. Trump is known to have a special association with his Mar-a-Lago estate in Palm Beach. He calls the property Inter White House and spent many days at the resort while he was president. On many occasions, he took major decisions, such as military strike on the Syrian airfield, and hosted world leaders such as Chinese President Xi Jinping at the resort. After he eventually left office in January 2021, Trump set up a base at Mar-a-Lago. It was not a surprise, therefore, that Trump announced his 2024 re-election bid from Mar-a-Lago. Spread in an area of 80,937 square meters, the property was originally constructed in the mid-1920s. The property was originally constructed in the mid-1920s as the private residence of businesswoman Marjorie Merriweather Post. The estate's Hispano-Moresque style main building has 126 rooms. It is a hurricane-resistant and is anchored on a coral reef with concrete and steel. The U.S. Department of the Interior designated the property as Mar-a-Lago National Historic Site in 1969. Between 1973 and 1981, the property was under the control of the U.S. government as per Post's will. After it was reverted to private ownership, Trump bought it for 10 million USD in 1985 from the Post Foundation and used it as his private residence till 1995 when he established the Mar-a-Lago Club on the property. Today it has the Mar-a-Lago Spa, 2 retail outlets, a tennis pro shop, and several other facilities. As per Forbes, the property has no debt and is worth 325 million USD. Another one of its assets is an aircraft. A 2020 Forbes report revealed that Donald Trump owned 5 aircrafts, a Boeing 757, a Cessna Citation X, and 3 Sikorsky S-76 helicopters. He had put up one of his Sikorsky S-76 choppers, specifically the one bearing the number N76DT, on sale in November 2020. The distinctive red wine, white-black color Rotocraft famously made appearances to The Apprentice in 2004 to 2017, was reportedly seen during his presidential campaigns. Business Insider reports that the word Trump emblazoned on the helicopter's rear fuselage was removed when it was put on sale in 2020. It is not clear whether the helicopter has been sold, but Forbes said that Trump has only one helicopter among 3 aircrafts as of September 2020. The Trump Cessna Citation is a small private aircraft which can fly at a speed of Mach 0.92. It can seat up to 9 passengers. The Boeing 757 is hailed as the crown jewel of the Trump's website. The large private jet has a range of around 4,800 kilometers and is powered by 2 Rolls-Royce engines. The aircraft has 24-karat gold-plated ascents, 2 guest rooms, a private theater, and a dining and a conference area among its heightened luxurious features. Forbes estimates that the net value of the 2 fixed-wing private aircraft and 1 helicopter comes to around $15 million. Trump also owns cash or liquid assets. Apart from his businesses, properties, and investments, Trump also has cash or liquid assets worth $375 million. Forbes reports that part of the money came from his refinancing of a San Francisco building for $162. He reportedly made around $135 million after the Trump Organization sold the Trump International Hotel in Washington, D.C. in 2022 for $375 million. Trump also owns through licensing and management of businesses. Trump sells his name and license and has made enormous sums over the years still before he entered the presidential race. His divisive presidency led to a deterioration of the brand name, and many licenses reportedly dropped his name from their properties. The business is now worth $54 million. Another one is his Trump Media and Technology Group. One of the biggest chunk of Donald Trump's net worth comes from TMTG, which he founded in 2021 after leaving office. As per Forbes, TMTG's value is around $730 million. As per the 2022-page company overview available on its official site, part of the TMTG's fashion is to fight back against big tech companies such as Facebook and Twitter, who have used their unilateral power to silence opposing voices in America. It also lists Truth Social, a social media app that Donald Trump launched in February 2022 and has championed ever since he was blocked by major social media giants due to his controversial rhetoric and narrative that has been labeled as false by mainstream fact checkers. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please support my content by buying a thanks and by joining my channel. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Bye.